So, since I came out to all of you as a mystic a few weeks ago, I want to share a really profound, at least to me, experience I had last week in a shamanic journey. And this was just a drum journey, no plant medicine involved. In the journey, I was back on the planet that I came from. I've always known I wasn't originally from this earth. And I was talking to my people about my experience on this earth, and I was describing what it's like here. And for some reason, I started with fruit, and I was telling them about the pomegranates, and my mouth waters as I say it, the little seeds and the tart and the sweet. And then I was talking about mangoes and pineapples and blueberries and raspberries and blackberries and bananas and guayabas and passion fruit and on and on. Tangelos. I like tangelos. And just describing the incredible diversity of flavors and textures and colors and tastes and fragrances. And then from there I went to vegetables and herbs. And I love to make spring rolls, and so I love to put in like green onions and cilantro and basil and just this incredible richness, abundance that we have on this earth. And then I was talking about art and paint and sculpture and trees. You see this tree above me. Plants and flowers and birds. Maybe you hear some bird song in the background. Just the different colors and sizes and shapes of birds and how they fly and the songs that they sing, and just describing everything that we have here on this earth. And my people just looked at me in wonder, and they said the equivalent of, oh my God, like the beings there on earth must be so happy all the time. And I said, well, actually, no, they're really unhappy most of the time, because the same abundance and complexity and intricacy of colors and textures that we have in beauty, we also have in suffering. And we have every kind of cruelty and brutality and horror and degradation and sadism and punishment and suffering and pain. And there was something about having this conversation with the beings from the place that I come from, which is a place that doesn't have this kind of diversity in either way. It's just a place of peace. It's a place of harmony and well-being and ease and kindness. I have so often in my time on earth just missed my home and just felt like I'm so eager to get back there. The cruelty, the suffering that we experience on earth is so painful to me. It's so hard to bear. And I, like many of us, came here to try to make a difference. And I have often felt very discouraged about the degree of difference that I'm able to make. And yet somehow in this conversation, I was filled with a different kind of awe, a different perspective about what we're engaging with here on this planet. And I realized that whenever I do go home, I will miss the abundance, the phenomenal diversity of flavors and textures and colors and tastes and fragrances and possibilities. And somehow, for reasons that I don't understand, this earth has both. It somehow seems like we can't have that abundance of beauty without having this abundance of suffering that also is here. I wish we could. it's like a part of me holds an image of why can't we just have all the beauty without the horror? But that doesn't seem to be the way that it works here. It feels like this is a planet of contrasts and extremes, and more than anything, it seems like it's a planet of possibilities and choices. And again, I don't know why it works this way, but it does seem to me that each of us has a really profound opportunity, or not just one. I mean, we have thousands of opportunities every day to choose which we align ourselves with, what we go toward, what we make of this abundance of raw material, this abundance of beauty, and this abundance of terror, horror, cruelty. What we do with it inside of ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, what we do with it in our thoughts, how we think about things, think about ourselves, think about others, think about the earth, how we treat other people, how we talk to other people. We're constantly working with this raw material, and we're constantly either making more and more beauty or making more and more of beauty's opposite. And I wanted to share this because somehow this vision has brought me a lot of peace in the last week. There is so much playing out on this earth that is so deeply, deeply sorrowful and horrifying and troubling and heartbreaking to me. And yet somehow this vision brought me back to be able to embrace what it is that we're doing here. So I wanted to share it with you. I'm here in a beautiful landscape. I'll let you take a look around. I need to come to places like this to remind me of what's possible. Sitting under this pepper tree. I hope you hear the birds in the background. Some beautiful hills here. So I send you love as you contend with everything that's here on this earth.